These are fire. We watching that true crime. Famous TikToker to killer. Yandere Freak. She went from a famous TikToker to a killer, bro. Oh, nah. We gotta watch this.
Snow the Salt Queen was a TikToker with over 1.6 million followers. They were well known for cosplaying, and, unfortunately, their reckless behavior too. A reckless behavior that, one fateful night, would cost the life of an aspiring young woman.
Oh,
My name is Adrian, and welcome back to another video by Coffeehouse Crime. Short disclaimer, but this case is different to the type that I usually cover here. We're diving deep into the world of the internet to review an ongoing case of the famous TikToker. Today we're looking at the case of Snow the Salt Queen, also known as Yandere Freak, and how their
age check, age check, age check. Legal. Legal? Ugly as f. What you mean ugly? She look good here. Like 20 something. She look good here. You know, Kenji, she's a killer. I like him crazy. Illegal, but what do you mean, but 27? Sick of you. Wow. Everybody need a little bit of crazy in their life, chat. If you get a crazy girl, you understand? You understand how much better the relationship is? But you want normal, healthy relationships? Oh, hey, honey, how was work? Oh, it was good. You want to go out to dinner? Yeah, let's go out to dinner. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. I want to, who the fuck is this bitch in your phone? And I'm just waking up like, oh, what are you talking, babe? What you talking about? Smack. Ah, what you hit me for? Who's this bitch in your phone? Mom? That don't say mom, that's Monet. Fuck is you talking about? Who is this bitch, huh? Like, that's my mama. My fault, I'm sorry.
actions would ultimately lead to the death of a friend.
Oh.
And just to let you know, but I post solved, unsolved, and strange cases here on a weekly basis. So if that sounds like your kind of thing, please consider subscribing to Coffeehouse Crime.
I don't like how his top lip isn't moving. Does my top lip move when I talk? Hold on. I feel like my shit mad expressive. One second. She said. My shit moves, bro. I got a big ass top lip and that shit wiggling for real. What the fuck? My fault.
So pull up a seat, grab a coffee, and sit back. This is the case of Snow the Salt Queen.
Snow the Salt Queen.
A quick shout out to today's sponsor, Babbel.
Fuck Babbel. All my homies hate Babbel. Oh, we don't be babbling, dude. We dabble, we don't babble. Fuck is you talking about?
Our story today takes us to Houston, Texas. We've been here before, but Houston has a lot to offer. Becoming one of the leading states in science, IT, and space, the city is brimming with jobs in the technology industry. Houston's climate is classified as humid tropical, meaning that the summers can be very hot, and extreme weather such as hurricanes and tropical storms should be expected. But otherwise, the weather here can be very pleasant, in which Houston's residents have a choice of over 300 parks to visit in the sunshine. The city even has a pool in the shape of Texas, which is actually very cool. And into the western suburbs of Houston lived Helen. Helen was born in July of 2002 to her father Philip and mother Susan. They were both geneticists, working nearby at Baylor College of Medicine. Helen was well loved as a child, and she had many hobbies while growing up, including theatre, swimming, music camp, and even robotics.
Who's this bitch? Who's Helen? Who's Helen? It's thinking, man. Hey, that's me. True form. The girl. That's the killer? I'm barely paying attention.
She was also very curious as a child, and liked to challenge everything that she learned. Her parents were very affluent when it came to travelling, and as a result, Helen would begin to see the world from a very young age, visiting many countries such as Japan, Croatia, and Norway. And it was on these trips that she developed an affinity towards Japan and its culture. Her early childhood was bright and fruitful, but around the age of 11, when Helen enrolled into Alti International Middle School, Helen's almost perfect life began to display signs of trouble. She was very friendly, caring, and kind, and evidently, she didn't expect that others could be quite the opposite. Eventually, Helen found herself being bullied. And to top this off, she also developed misophonia, a condition in which individuals experience intense anger and disgust when they are confronted by sounds made by others. Helen progressed into her teenage years with these burdens, and soon after she started identifying as pansexual, someone who feels attraction towards someone else regardless of their gender. Helen also began to identify as non-binary, and although neither of these things should ever be considered as negative, it apparently was for others. Helen started being bullied by other people after entering a same-sex relationship. Moving into 8th grade, Helen's friend, who went by the name of Bailey, invited her to attend a local convention. this convention focusing on cosplay, a performance art in which participants
This is, I kind of want to go to a con because I just know there's gonna be bad bitches there, right? But for every one bad bitch, there's like 20, no, 50, fuck it, 100 ugly, crusty, musty fucking weebs, dude. You know what I mean? But like, it might be worth it for like one cool picture of like, I don't know, someone cosplayed as like Yodoichi or something. I'm like, oh my God, I'm a Yodoichi. You know what I mean? It'd be a nice picture, but I don't know if it's gonna be worth it. Cause then right after that picture, there's gonna be another fucking Yodoichi, but they look ugly. And they go like, you want to like a picture with me? And like, no, bitch, I like it. Get the fuck away from me. I like the bitch. I mean, my fault. I'm sorry.
dress in costumes that represent characters from anime, video games, television, and film. Helen found this concept really interesting. In a world where she was finding pain and sadness, was this whole other world where she could forget about herself.
I don't like him staring into my soul, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Question. Have any of you guys cosplayed ever? I'm not talking about like Halloween. I'm talking about actual cosplay, bro. Okay?
And pretend to be someone else.
We do.
And actually, the subculture of cosplay is huge. Becoming known as cosplay since 1984,
That's kinda cool.
Popularity in the subject has done nothing but grow throughout the years. In fact, it's a lot more common than you may think. Just dressing up as Spider-Man in a morph suit counts.
Hey.
There's an enormous amount of creativity
Hey.
inside the cosplay community. A community that, as of today, is worth over $5 billion worldwide.
Damn.
And it's expected to hit upward of $32 billion by the year 2030. There are conventions, shops, websites, cafes, and even entire districts like Akihabara in Tokyo.
That's so cool, chat. I kind of want to move to Tokyo, but I feel like I'm gonna get called something. They're gonna be like, ugh, who's this little brown boy right here? You little brown boy, you. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's what's gonna happen.
That are dedicated to cosplay. And with the world of the internet, this community is hyper-connected on the likes of Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and more. Discovering the world of cosplay was a big factor to Helen's life. And she would continue to academically succeed at school, but she would now start to focus all of her social attention towards this community.
Not my
and over
hero.
time, her social circle flourished. Helen's TikTok channel growing to over 120,000 followers. As time progressed, Helen would further establish herself in the cosplay community, making many new friends. And 2 years later in 10th grade, one of those new friends went by the name of Snow.
Whoa. Wait, is that?
By their parents.
Is that the
They
killer?
renamed to be known as Snow the Salt Queen, Yandere Freak, or just Snow. If you remember my case on Yukatakaoka, Yandere is a Japanese term for a character who is kind, nurturing, and lovable, that eventually turns violent and possessive over a love interest.
Yikes.
Snow would also identify as non-binary. Born in September of 1998 and also from Houston, they were a local to the area, and would often meet with Helen to hang out. Snow was, in one way, extremely successful in the cosplay community. In fact, her presence was titanic. Over the years of making their own suits and mingling with others,
Like TikTok, if you like, bro, TikTok is just so weird. And I'm not saying this is weird. I'm just saying like it's just like if you were to go into like any random fucking place and then just like, hey, look at this TikTok. You know what I mean? And it's just weird. I don't know, bro. I don't know what I'm saying.
other cosplayers, Snow had amassed over 1.6 million followers on TikTok, with over 60,000 followers on Instagram and over 15,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Get your clout up, kid.
They would often dress up as characters such as Diva from Overwatch and Junko Enoshima from Danganronpa. Snow also described themselves as the real Junko Enoshima from the cult gaming franchise Danganronpa, a video game in which high school students are locked in a school and made to kill each other in order to escape. And although Snow had a large crowd, they also had some very disturbing controversies behind them. Snow was rather notorious for dressing up as underage characters and creating nude photos for fans who were willing to pay her large sums of money in return.
She getting a bag, bro.
And although nude photo shoots aren't necessarily a bad thing, the underage dressing aspect was a very troubling detail to many. Putting this issue to the side, one of the most controversial moments prior to 2021 happened in the year 2019, when Snow and one of their friends travelled to West Hill Cemetery in Texas. It was during this trip that Snow
I don't know where to look when he's just staring at me. I'm just gonna look at you guys.
recorded themselves dancing on graves in cosplay outfit, while also sitting bare ass and pushing their boots against gravestones. And after posting this video to social media, the cosplay community would push back pretty hard on Snow's actions. And although it may not be offensive to some, It is indisputable that Snow showed no respect or remorse by quite literally dancing on the graves of dead people.
Kind of gangster, bro. I'm sorry. That's crazy. She gangster as shit. Like, that's crazy, bro. But I was like, she got ops out here and she's dancing on their graves. Kenji in the streets, bro. She probably the most gangster cosplayer I've ever seen. Who else do you know dancing on graves, chat? I'll spit on the grave. Dancing on is crazy, bro. Respectfully, of course.
And to make matters worse, as hundreds of peers chimed in to show their disgust at Snow's actions, Snow would release a statement claiming that they had permission to pose on those graves from the cemetery.
Bro, I'll kick over a tombstone. I don't give a fuck.
But to Snow's surprise, very shortly after this, the cemetery's superintendent would release an email.
It depends on who they are, but I'll stomp on that shit.
To decline this allegation, and furthermore threatened to arrest Snow if they ever did it again.
I can just see the YouTube comments. Kenji, you can't say that. That's so disrespectful. And yeah, I know.
Snow would carry on to mock anyone.
Someone's poor grandma. I wouldn't do it to a random one, motherfucker. Okay? But I'm saying if I didn't like a motherfucker and they dead, you know what I mean? And beat it. No, I'm just kidding. I would never do that. Maybe it depends on what they did.
Who was upset by their actions, and continued to provoke the situation both on Instagram and TikTok. And further hate was found after they'd allegedly scheduled a fundraiser for their sick kittens, before pocketing the money for their own personal benefit. Despite these controversies...
Kenji, you're foul. Oh my god, I'm so bad. Okay, question. Real quick. Hitler's grave's in front of you. Will you kick the tombstone? Kick the tombstone or support Nazis? That's my question. Okay then. Oh, so it's okay sometimes. It's okay sometimes. All right then. So shut the fuck up. All right? That's my answer.
Kittens, before pocketing the money for their own personal benefit. Despite these controversies, Helen soon found herself becoming good friends with Snow, and the two started hanging out very often. It was around this time that Susan started noticing strange behavior from her daughter. The reality of it was that Snow and their friends would drink alcohol and smoke weed very frequently, both of which eventually found their way to Helen. Friends outside of this group would also highlight that Snow and co appeared to be drunk or high almost all of the time.
Damn,
and
that's
this
so
further
fucked
created tension between Helen and her mother.
Chat, do not abuse substances, please. Seek help, you know? Seek inner peace. Why not? Because it's not healthy, you dumb motherfucker. Usually, I mean, anytime you're like super reliant on a substance, because you're probably not all the way good. You know what I mean? Probably not all the way good. And you should probably deal with whatever's bothering you. You know, get down to, if you feel me, you know what I'm saying? Get down to that root issue, because it's not going to get better by just ignoring it, pushing it to the side and doing other shit to occupy your brain, you know? Or I'll go fuck myself. Can you be our therapist? No, I don't care about your problems like that, to be honest with you. I'm here to make you laugh, not listen to your problems. Man, fuck problem. I got my own problems. How you gonna say, wow? Bitch, I got my own problems. I'm sleeping on a couch. You think I'm gonna give you some good goddamn advice? What the fuck you talking about? Stop it.
We're moving forward to the year 2020. Following years of hard work at school, Helen had finally been accepted into Oberlin College, found southwest of Cleveland. And so, by autumn of that same year, Susan helped her daughter move from her home in Houston to Ohio. Helen had been living at Snow's house for the few weeks prior. With both parents being high-risk patients to coronavirus, Helen decided to live with Snow while they quarantined. The mother and...
Kenji, you need help with your Red Bull problem. Motherfucker, are you serious? Y'all wake up and have like 2 liters of coffee. Talking about something, I love my iced decaf. Oh my God. I can't fucking live without it. You know what I mean? Since you were like fucking 6, there's bitches that were like 16, 15 coming into fucking school with gallons of iced coffee. We're gonna act like that's not a thing. Suck my dick. Y'all been relying on that shit forever. Okay, yes, I drink a Red Bull here and there. Oh my God. Like, get the fuck out of here. 2 liters is crazy. That's how y'all bitches be drinking for real. Iced coffee is good. Seek help. It's a drug.
To coronavirus, Helen decided to live with Snow while they quarantined. The mother and daughter had recently fallen out over Helen's former choice in friends. But that was behind them now. It was time for her to start a new life at college, and hopefully with new friends too. Early days would support this hope. As college began, Helen started to post less content online, and she appeared to be making new connections in her new town.
Oh, that's nice.
But unfortunately, as November creeped around, so did a resurgence of COVID cases.
Oh, damn.
This meaning that Oberlin College had to be shut down. And therefore, Helen would return to Houston and to Snow's house.
Dude, COVID kind of sucked. It shut down everything. Chat, was anyone going to college and you had to like just work from home and all that shit? Like working from home is cool. College at home is the worst. Like imagine that. You're not going to campus. You don't get to see no bad bitches. You don't get to flirt with no bad bitches. You don't get to talk to anyone. You're just there in your room doing homework. Kill me, dude. Like, what are we talking about here? Zoom calls and shit. Fuck that. Oh my God. School was terrible. No, that is absolute ass.
Where she could continue her classes virtually. The news wasn't great for Helen's development. Not educationally, and arguably not socially either. But with a little bit of luck, maybe Helen could return to college in the new year. Snow's house wasn't a great place for Helen to be studying either. Being in the sticks, it was far away from the city and all of its services. And with Snow and the housemates spending most nights drinking or getting high, the pull to be irresponsible was greater too. Apparently, the place also smelled of cat piss.
Ew.
Nevertheless, Helen
What
tried
the
to make it
fuck?
work. Snow was her friend after all. She may have made many mistakes in her past, she was very reckless, and her lifestyle currently was not healthy at all. But Helen could ignore this for now. Unfortunately, that would all change on the 17th of January 2021.
Uh-oh.
It was a Thursday night, and Helen was with Snow and 5 other friends at Snow's rented property. The group were inside, and they'd been drinking since the previous afternoon. And as the city of Houston began to sleep, they would carry on drinking into the night while watching a few films. As the hour struck midnight, the group decided to watch Gotham, a spin-off series based around the city of Batman. Tonight's selection of drinks was vodka and Dr. Pepper, and most attendees were already buzzed at this stage. But in addition to the drinking, Snow had also been smoking marijuana.
Is this like crusties in the nose? Like what is that? Is that like nose hair mixed with like makeup? Like what's the combination to get that type of stuff in your crusty boogers? Is it? Okay.
In the recent hours. It was while Snow and a friend
see,
were
I
out
see.
in the
Interesting.
garage that Snow spotted their ex-boyfriend's Glock pistol. And in the fleeting moment, Snow took the gun out of its case before taking it inside to carry on with movies. Shortly after 1 AM, Gotham was still playing, and the merry group was still chatting and joking around. Eventually, Snow remembered the gun in their pocket. They pulled it out and began to mess around with it. People knew the gun was there, and this wasn't the first time that Snow had flaunted it at parties. A mutual friend asked Snow to shoot them with the gun, and in their drunk and high state, Snow responded by raising it to their head before lowering the pistol. Wanting to fit in the moment, Helen allegedly replied with, "Oh, do me." Snow turned to her right, raised the gun to Helen's head, and pulled the trigger.
Holy shit.
Despite thinking the gun was unloaded, the pistol was, in fact, not. In raw surprise and shock, Snow had accidentally shot Helen in the head. Helen collapsed to the floor instantly. Blood was spilling into the carpet, and it appeared that Helen was dead.
Holy shit.
Police were called straight after this, and after arriving, Snow would say in official statements that they assumed the gun was empty. They did not intend to shoot Helen. Snow believed it was safe. Apparently, their ex-boyfriend had said he had taken all the bullets out of the magazine. But this is one of many examples where Snow didn't think hard enough. It's a common mistake to believe that once a magazine is unloaded from a pistol,
You don't have one in the chamber, bro. You got a boot. You know what I mean?
all bullets are vacant from the gun, and therefore the gun is disarmed. But the reality is that even after unloading, it is still very likely that a bullet will still be ready in the chamber. And in this case, that was true. Emergency medical technicians
Jesus.
would arrive to the property to find Helen alive, but only barely. And after having MRI scans at the hospital, it was learned that there was almost no brain activity whatsoever,
No
Helen
way,
was placed
dude.
on
That's
life
so
support.
fucked up.
before sadly dying 2 days later.
Chat, don't play with gun. Like, gun safety is huge. Don't play with no guns, bro. Okay?
She passed away at 5 PM on the 19th
That's
of
so
January
fucked up.
2021.
All because a bitch wanted to be like, what? What was she even doing? Showing off a gun at a party to be cool? The fuck? But I like guns, Kenji. Okay, bro, you're gonna get banned. Shut the fuck up.
In the weeks and months after Helen's death, barely anyone would learn of the details as to how she died, or who by.
Guns are not toys. Exactly.
In fact, many of those back in Oberlin College thought that she had taken her own life, and over on Snow's TikTok and Instagram accounts, it wasn't obvious that something catastrophic had occurred in their life either. Actually, they were still posting new videos as if nothing had happened.
She didn't get locked up? What? This bitch just killed someone, that's it?
And although Snow was charged with manslaughter, they were released with a bond of $20,000 just 2 days later, meaning that they were able to remain out of jail until their court date scheduled later this year. It was noted that 4 days after this incident, Snow posted a video to TikTok to say, "I will be taking a hiatus. I'm unsure how long, but I will keep you all updated." However, to the disgust of those who knew, Snow would return to the platform with new cosplay videos only 3 weeks later. And perhaps this is the most disturbing part to the story, but some of these new videos were centered around death and bodies.
Yo.
Despite killing one of their friends, they were back to posting videos like this.
Yo.
Gromit! Wake up, Gromit! Come on, Gromit! We've got to hide the body! There's no cheese and crackers in prison, Gromit! Now come on! Who will they believe?
Is this bitch serious right now?
A man or his dog?
This is crazy. it's not funny, but it's like, yo, this bitch is crazy. What the fuck? You still like crazy, Kenji? Motherfucker, I like crazy girls, not motherfuckers that are gonna pull a gun to my fucking head and pull the trigger. Like, what? That's a murderer. I like crazy bitches, not murderers. Thank you. Oh, fuck.
Will you help me hide a body?
Huh? Darling, it's so
She's missing.
Several months passed, and by August of this year, prosecutors had actually sought to revoke Snow's bail due to them allegedly violating the conditions of their bond. These violated conditions included failing to report to pretrial services, failing to comply with curfew requirements, and allowing the GPS tracker's battery to die and be out of service for more than 4 hours. And moving into October of this year, the world would slowly begin to realise that Helen's death was due to the actions of Snow. In response, Snow deleted their accounts on TikTok and Instagram in an effort to distance themselves away from an ever-increasing backlash. Snow has since vanished offline. All in the meanwhile, Helen's family and friends are left to pick up the pieces.
I'll spin back.
And, unfortunately, that is where we are today. It is not clear if Snow will plead guilty to their second-degree charges of
This bitch is still running around? Does anyone know in chat? Is it updated?
manslaughter, or if they will take it to court. With a charge of manslaughter to the second degree, it is very likely that Snow will receive up to 20 years behind bars for the reckless endangerment and death of their friend. But on the other hand, even if found guilty, this sentence could be as little as 2 years, and a maximum fine of up to $10,000.
See, I would give the benefit of the doubt. My take would be, you know, I think it was a dumb mistake. This bitch made a dumb mistake, okay? She fucking using a gun as a toy. Terrible, okay? She deserves some time, but if they do let her out early, I wouldn't have a problem with it. Until the bitch started making TikToks, talking about some hiding the body and shit. What is wrong with that bitch?
Snow is someone who has repeatedly found themselves in the spotlight over controversial matter which is usually self-inflicted, and never addressed with grace or ownership by Snow themselves. One thing that everyone can agree on is that guns and alcohol do not mix, and whether you're for or against the use of guns in defensive situations, a responsible owner would never allow one to be bought out in times of low self-control. I think that's the message to today's case. Being reckless with a firearm is extremely dangerous, and can have some of the most profound consequences to someone's life. And that brings us to the victim of today's
Someone found their backup? You're lying.
Case. Helen. Helen was only 18 years old at the time of her death. She was only beginning to find her adult self, and was on course to have a very fruitful life, with a successful career path after years of memories at college.
That's so fucked up.
Hurt from the wrongdoings of bullies in her past, she didn't let that stop her from continuing to be a good person. Ultimately, she found herself in a crowd that arguably wasn't good for her. And although they were a friend, 23-year-old Snow was a reckless being.
Yikes. I want to say this. I think cosplayers probably the ugliest motherfuckers out there, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They throw on so much makeup, you don't even know. Like, they look so good. You're like, oh my God, you my favorite anime character. You smack them with a Kleenex. It's like, God damn, what happened to you? Oh my God, you're not the one I love. You know what I mean? Kenji, my fault. I'm sorry if we have any cosplayers in here. My fault.
And was well known for acting without thinking. A recklessness that, although accidental, eventually had Helen killed. And this case also highlights the depths in which social media influencers may take to maintain their popularity among their peers. Despite this tragedy, they carried on as if nothing was amiss.
Chat, I'm letting you know right now, if I ever kill someone, all right, and it gets, well, if I ever kill someone, okay, okay, wait, hold on. Let me not say anything. I'm gonna end up on a watch list. Never mind.
Behind the smoke
That
and
sounds
mirrors
crazy.
of Snow the Salt Queen lay the death of
Just don't,
her
yeah, I'm
friend.
good.
Following the initial silence after Helen's death, her family has since spoken out to news.
Can y'all make cool edits when I get locked up type shit? You know what I mean? Or if I ever get like locked up, can y'all make some cool edits? Spin back, pussy. Fuck you talking about? Add some shit like I don't know, some New York drill shit. Your man's is dead. You know what I mean? And then have like me walk out like this. Wow, wow, wow. What a wow, wow, wow. You know what I mean? Spin back, pussy. You know what I mean? Never. Okay. All right. Got you. My fault. Sorry.
Such as the Rolling Stone to highlight Helen's story and remember her. And as for exactly what will happen to Snow, we will just have to wait and find out.
Be fucking
so
for real.
much.
I'm saying, bro, like if I catch a body, bro, okay? You know what I mean? You don't know what was going to happen in the future, bro, okay? I'm just saying, like, if I were to ever, right? I mean, I would never kill anyone unless we like at war. Can you stop talking? Okay, my fault. Or like, I don't know, my mama in danger. Like, there's a murderer after my mama. I'm gonna kill the murderer. I'm just saying though, like, if I killed the murderer, that'd be cool if y'all made an edit, you know? Okay, I'm sorry. Self-defense for, yeah, so self-defense type shit. I'm not out here gonna go murder someone, bro. Is this foreshadowing? No, I'm not like One Piece Oda, dude, okay? I'm not out here gonna fucking foreshadow some death, dude. That's not, I am a gentle flower. I mean, I'll fight someone. Don't get me wrong. I'll fuck someone up, but I would never kill anyone unless they was trying to kill me. And in that case, I would like an edit. I would like a TikTok edit.
Much for watching another video today by Coffee House Crime. This case was definitely different to my usual type of format.
You're a gentle flower. Yes, you're not gentle. Okay. First of all, I have you know, this outwardly boastful exterior that you guys see, okay, hides a very soft inside. A very, very soft inside. A very caring, lovable person that has to be so outrageously loud and annoying because I don't want motherfuckers close. You know, I care a lot for people, even if they don't deserve my love. But I have to be loud and mean and rude to protect myself because people are evil and they'll take advantage. I am a delicate butterfly floating in the wind.
I feel that, past the devastation and strangeness to this case, it has a strong message to share with us all. Mostly centered around the dangers of guns in uncontrolled environments.
Yeah.
And the importance in placing your safety above your choice in friends. What do you think about Snow? It seems obvious that Helen's death was a mistake, but Snow had been so reckless for so long. Could anything have been done to prevent this from happening in the first place? Please share your thoughts below. And did you find this case interesting, or do you prefer?
It was kind of cool. I don't know if I liked the delivery, to be honest with you. I feel like it could have been a little better, kind of.